your Revolutionary War essay. And I did an old essay from another student from a few years ago, so you're not going to notice a lot of the citations aren't going to be the same, but it is formatted exactly the way you're going to want to format yours. So Mr. Bowers is going to, on his blended schools, he's going to have these citations done for you. And for example, this is one citation, and I'll have these listed for you. They'll be numbered with headings, and then all you will have to do is copy the actual citation and paste it into your works cited. Notice that these are not numbered, and notice that there are no headings. So you don't want to copy that part. You just want to copy the actual citation and then plug it right here into your works cited. Notice that the citations all line up on the left-hand side, but if there was a second line to the citation, that second line is indented. We call this a reverse indent. So if you actually took a look at how many citations we have on this page, and we're not going to number them, but you would notice that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 citations on this page. The second line of each one being indented. If there is no second line, just don't indent one. Also notice that they are almost alphabetically ordered. This person was supposed to put all of the citations in alphabetical order according to the first word in the citation. So Adelson, A, and then a G. They messed up here with this one. K, S, T. So really all they needed to do was to take the one that began with R, Revolution, and put it right here before the Stockwell citation, and they would have had it just right. So again, Mr. Bowers is going to give you these citations. You simply need to go find them on his blended schools, copy them, and paste them into the works cited at the end of your essay. And then on this slide, I just pulled out a piece of the student's essay to show you what an in-text citation should look like. So this right here was her paragraph on leadership, and she starts off with a good topic sentence. She had some different options, but she chose Baron von Steuben and George Washington for leaders. And she talks about Baron von Steuben and how he helped Washington organize his army at Valley Forge, and how he taught the Continental Army these different skills, and he trained them basically all day long. So this was her evidence. Okay, here is her evidence. But now she's ready to move over to her analysis. But before she does, she needs to give credit to the site or to the source where she found this evidence. And the way she does that is she goes back and finds the source it came from. And if you go back to the works cited, the very first citation in there started with the word Adelson, and it was that source from where she got this information. So the rule says that you put a parenthesis, okay, and then you put the first word of the citation, and you put the page number. Now she goofed up here. She wrote the word page. And so I am going to kind of white that out because she shouldn't have written that. No comma, nothing. All she should have put in was Adelson 29 and close the parentheses. Notice that she put the period for that sentence after the parentheses. So every time you have evidence at the end of the sentence, or at the end of the sentences that all come from a particular source, then you give the credit to the source that came from using an in-text citation. So you're going to have an in-text citation after your evidence for your first leader, your evidence for your second leader, your evidence for your first source of motivation, your evidence for your second source of motivation, your evidence for your first resource, your evidence for your second resource. So at least 6 in-text citations. You will not have, most likely, in-text citations after the analysis portion of your essay, nor will you have in-text citations in your introductory or conclusion paragraphs because there is no citable evidence in those paragraphs. So hopefully this makes sense to you. Again, an in-text citation is at the end of the sentence that has textual evidence before you put the period, a parenthesis, the first word in the citation over in your works cited, and the page number. No commas, no P for page, no PG for page. That's it. If the first word in the citations happens to be the word the or something real vague that doesn't really say to the reader, oh, I know which citation that one is, then go to the next word, a word like Adelson, that'll make it real obvious which citation that evidence came from. I hope this helps.